What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Collecting and Hobbies, and today we're going to be doing a double review of multiple items from DC Comics. Batman from Spin Master, the Batwing from the new Superpowers line from Mcfarlane Toys, right there. And I'm not sure why, but it says 12 plus. I think a lot of McFarlane says that because they're normally made for adults, but there's also a thing that DC does. I'm not really sure why, but Warner Brothers will not let you. These could be engines or they could be guns. It's they're not supposed to show realistic weapons. That's their thing. But anyway, so let's go over the packaging real quick. I've already got everything ready to go. And here we go with the Superpowers. Now this looks a lot like the original from 1984 or 85, somewhere around there. And this is figures sold separately in 3 different languages. And I think the picture is basically the same thing everywhere. Although you can see Batman in there, on there. Here's the UPC, if that helps you find it. This is a Walmart exclusive, by the way. And there we go. And on the back, it says Batman's Air Combat Vehicle. Canopy opens, capture claw, and folding wings. That's all it does. There's no lights or sounds or anything. Now, depending on which Walmart you go to, these could go for anywhere from $20 to $30 regular price. When they first came out, everybody's saying they were like $19.97 or $21.97. I've seen them as high, like on the app and on the web, as $29.97. And then I've even seen people say they found them on, sale for like $5. So depends on how many your store gets. The sales, rollbacks, clearances, all that kind of stuff from one store to another can be completely and totally different. Now, let's go ahead and open this up. And there are no instructions, no sheet of paper, no nothing other than just this little bubble. And I've already got everything out already. Both items, the Batman and the Batwing. I couldn't wait to open it. So that's all it is. That's how it comes, just like that, just in a little bubble, and that's it. And of course, the Batman figure is sold separately, regardless of which one you get. It does not come with a figure, like the box says. And the figure that I have isn't even a McFarlane figure. It is a Spin Master figure, which I actually thought would fit better because I was under the impression that the McFarlane figures were close to 6 inches. And this will not, I don't think, hold a 7-inch figure. Well, possibly, maybe like a smaller one, like Robin, 7-inch scale. But anyway, so this is all it really does. It folds up. It's got some detail on the wings. When you hold it from an angle, it actually looks like a bat. And those are supposed to be guns, by the way. It's got a button. This you could actually plug in like a NECA stand. You can take off the hook on the NECA stand and plug it in, and then have it, kind of hovering. Mcfarlane, some of the figures also come with stands, so you might be able to try that. But this thing has got some heft to it when it's got a figure inside of it. So I don't know if that'll really work. I haven't tried that yet. But again, there's really just a few details, few sculpted details right here. No stickers. It doesn't come with any stickers to apply. No sound or anything like that. Here's a button down here, and you press this button, and you can see the claws. So kind of like in the 1989 Batman movie when the Joker's got all those poisonous balloons letting out all the gas, and boom, Batman flies by, he clips all the strings, and then he lets them go into the sky, all the little helium balloons. And this is something, when I first opened it, I didn't even know this was there until I just kind of came across it by accident. I saw somebody else do it, but you have an opening canopy. I actually just pulled it open. You can pull it open and it doesn't break or anything. But the way he's situated in here, this is what the Batman figure comes with. But you got quite a bit of detail right here inside the actual Batwing. Some details right there in the control panel. They got pre-applied stickers, so you don't have to do it yourself. Or that was kind of a little bit wrinkled there. I was trying to fix that, but it looks like it's hard to see because we've got the canopy in the way. But I'll try to stick my finger in there a little bit. Yeah, I think it goes pretty much all the way down to here. So that's a pretty long shoot. You might be... The thing is the thickness of the figures, for their hips. You probably want to stick with the 5-inch figures. I don't think a 7-inch figure, except for Robin, like a bigger Batman, Mcfarlane Batman or Superman, the full-size figures, I don't think they'll fit in there. Maybe a Batgirl or a skinnier figure. But as far as the Batwing goes, for the price point, I don't know. It's kind of pushing it. I mean, with this and the extra features, it's more of a nostalgia pull, or a nostalgia buy for those people that were collecting these back in the early 80s. And of course, these wings don't move, these guns don't move, the steering wheel doesn't move, but so the only movement you get is the wings, claw, and the canopy. That's it. But if you're a Batman fan, I would say it's a must-have. But I might try to wait till you get it on sale or something, because if they're going for $30, I wouldn't. I would say only if you absolutely have to have it. If they're $20, but then again, these are exclusives. There's a possibility that they may sell out. So, but then again, Walmart orders in bulk. You might get lucky and be able to get it on clearance. Christmas is coming up, so they might sell out before they even ever hit clearance. So if you're a Batman fan, I would definitely pick it up. I just think it's a little expensive if your Walmart is charging $30, while other ones are charging like $21.97 or $19.97. Now, as far as Mr. Batman here, is a Spin Master Batman. These are basically 4-inch scale figures. So these fit perfect in there. They're a little bit smaller. They're actually about a whole inch smaller than the Mcfarlane figures. And they're about maybe half an inch smaller than the original Superpowers from Kenner. That, had the squeezable legs and they, punch or kick or whatever. So obviously I've already opened this Batman, more than one of them, because I found them on clearance for $2.39 at Target. Evidently they're getting rid of this version. There's a new assortment out that's like 5440 or something, and then there's another assortment after that, and the things have question mark. It's slightly different packaging, but they're all still the same kind of figures. And now in mine, the first box right there, where the actual accessories come from, if you look on the side, they're actually in a solid, they're in like a bubble, plastic bubble on each thing. Or the old ones, they were cardboard and you open them like little lockers. But when I opened the first one for this one, it had a sword and this little jetpack thing. Each figure has a hole in its back, kind of like a G.I. Joe, and you can plug in certain things. It's kind of like a giant batarang, but it's just got a plug in it. So you can put it on his back. And some of them are like rare colors and stuff like that in the original line. I'm probably going to do a video on this line in general, like all the questions and stuff. I'm actually going to try to contact Spin Master, see if I can do a podcast with them, because I used to have an account and with a retail account. But anyway, these figures retail, well, if you find them at Target and you're lucky, you can get them for $2.39 plus tax. It's about $2.75 out here. So it's just this wave and before, though. Everything after this, like the Black Adam figures, they're $8.99. They also got rid of the DC figures, which also different packaging. It didn't have Batman on it. It's more like a kind of a Justice League packaging. I'll probably go grab a couple other figures right after I review these, and just to show you. But so the first box, it actually had this and a sword, which is 2 accessories in one slot, and then the middle part only had another sword by itself. And then the last one had these claws right here, basically, I think. Something like that, relatively this close. But I'll show you those right now, actually, because they're right here. And these are the claws. They're golden color. And they have these little pegs so you can put them in his hands. So there's 2 of them. So technically he comes with 5 accessories altogether instead of 3. He comes with 2 swords, 2 claws, and a backpack. And just curious, leave in the comments below, or did yours come with 2 swords? Because it actually shows in the little booklet that comes inside it that the booklets they give you a lot of information about the figures. And so here's the booklet itself, which is actually also a poster on the other side. So if you have multiple figures, then you can like hang one up on your wall or something. So here's a poster. And this is a real thing that they made. I don't think it's an exclusive. No, it's not, because I saw it at Toys R Us. I've seen it at Walmart. But so this is the Tech Gear version. Like each year they're kind of doing like a theme, I guess. They were the first couple of years. And so it's a nice artwork. I don't know what the dinosaur is doing back there, but yeah. And there's the Bat logo. Unfortunately, none of the Batmans, I don't think, have that actual logo on them, the figures, which is a lot of people are really wanting. Okay, so here's where I was talking about like the colors and the rarities and stuff like this. See, you could tell right there kind of what he comes with. Once you open this and you look at it, you might not, if you want to be surprised by what the figures have, don't look at this because to some extent it basically spoils it and tells you everything they come with. Now this thing tells you, it says material finishes. The red dot means that it's rare, and the purple dot means it's super rare. And some of the things in here are very confusing because this has a purple dot, so he has a super rare accessory, but the figure is considered a rare. So how's that possible? If he comes with this, either the figure's got to be super rare too, or they mislabeled this and it should be red and it's just a rare. And then Harley Quinn, and the first time she was released, she was not a super rare, but in this one she is because of this. Not because of the figure, but because of this. Her hammer is like a golden color. So yeah, I just started collecting these. I got a little story to tell you about that, but see, he also has a rare bomb, a rare color bomb. See, this one has got it too. The Batman with the rare, some kind of winged looking thing. I also got this guy. I went back and got him. The only ones they had when I saw them on clearance actually for $239 were they had 3 Batmans and one of the Bronze Tiger. And that once I opened Batman and I decided, yeah, I kind of like these things. I went back to get Bronze Tiger and they actually had 2 of them. So I don't know where that one came from. There's Nightwing. So what I was saying was, see, like this one, it shows it comes with 2 swords. This one only shows that he comes with 1 sword, but mine came with 2 swords. So is that, leave in the comments, is that the way yours came with 2 swords, or did I just get lucky and get an extra accessory? And I have seen other videos from the past over the years where it kind of happens that way. Like you might have like 2 accessories in 1 box and then nothing in the middle and then 2 more in the bottom, or it's like they kind of got, you know, rearranged during shipping or during the packaging process at the factory or whatever. But so he has 5 accessories. Nightwing does too. 4 accessories. Some of these also have glow-in-the-dark accessories, like Batgirl, which is not in this particular assortment right here. She's in the newer wave, the newest assortment, or newest wave. It's kind of confusing. The newest assortment the newest wave has 2 different assortments, where the first ones that came out like in August that are all shown on the same poster or on the back, which this one doesn't show anything on the back. For some reason, Target doesn't show anything in the back. On the Walmart ones, they show, you know, these guys, they show their headshots, like mug shots. And sometimes they even say whether they're rare or not. It gives it like a rarity. But they change the packaging like all the time on these things, so, or at least I guess every year. I have no idea, but there's an assortment number right here, right there. Right under the first half of the UPC, the 605 5946. See, Walmart and Target both sometimes have exclusive figures that come in just the regular assortments. So that's probably why this one doesn't have this on there, because he's part of Target's assortment. This will not ring up at a Walmart because it has a different UPC, so they don't technically carry this even though you'll see it at Walmart, it looks exactly the same, but the UPC and the assortment number will be slightly different. And it'll might show pictures of people on the back. I don't know. I didn't buy mine at Walmart. I got mine at Target. So, yeah. So when you look at these, there's like on the back, like, okay, so if you're looking at the poster, pretend this is just like the back of the box, and it shows you the 8 figures. It shows you, 6 regular figures and 2 rare figures. And if you're looking at this, the Batgirl, Solomon Grundy, and Robin, a Joker. Anyway, let me just get it out. I got the poster right here from Batgirl because I've already opened her, so I'll just show you right here. Okay, so in the first half of the wave that people started finding in the middle of August, the figures that actually have a 5440 in their assortment number are Batgirl, Red Hood, Robin, Solomon Grundy, and then he's the super rare that is like 1 out of 7 cases or something. So there should be like 2 of each of these. I'm not sure the exact breakdown, but there's 6 in a case. And there's these 4 figures that are in that case. And then the Batmans is a little even more confusing. There's this one. There's the Combat Batman. And then there's the Rare Batman, which I found yesterday. And he's more silver. He's not clear. This is kind of very misleading, actually. But, I don't know what the breakdown of these are. They had 3 of them there on the peg. This one, they only had 1. But then up on top, they had more. And this one, they only had 1 of. So maybe it's like 3 of this one. Or 3 of this one, 2 of that one, 1 of this. I don't know. I'm not sure. But, I went to a Walmart before. They had exactly 12 figures. They had 6 of him, 2 of him, 1 of her, 1 of him. And that was it. So, and the lady told me that there was 3 of these in a case. 1 of these, 2 Robins. No, wait, they had 3 Robins altogether. And 1 Batgirl. And it just didn't make any sense. So I have to come across the case to actually figure that out 100% for sure. But anyway, so I was going to do this a long time ago. I know I talked about it in Toy Hunt, where I said, like, if I find all of them all in one shot and I could get all of them for, on sale or at just regular retail, like, I'd buy them all, including the rares, because the first wave of Walmart had 2 exclusive figures, and then you also have the rare and the super rare. So altogether, you're looking at 10 figures that you could possibly get at Walmart, like a gold version of Batman, where he's just all gold or whatever, or purple version of Joker, or green, or whatever. And then there was 2 exclusive figures to only Target. But these figures are currently on sale at Walmart for $6.97, and some of them, the movie figures, are ringing up $3, like Catwoman, Selena Kyle. Some of them are ringing up $5. It really just kind of varies, but they're worldwide or nationwide. They should be all in rollback for $6.97 for the newer assortment, which is the Batgirl, Solomon Grundy that I just showed you, and the rest of them, some of the older ones might ring up $2, $3, or $5. You just have to take them to checkout and hope for the best. If you're like my store doesn't have scanners anymore, so So for these guys, I say they're definite pickups. I definitely like these little Spin Master figures. I didn't go over articulation though. I should have. So they do have, I believe, a ball joint way up there, but it's so stiff that you can barely move his head. I mean, it'll go all the way around 360, but it's very, very stiff. And all the joints in this one are stiff, actually. He does do a full split, which is pretty amazing compared to a lot of action figure these days. They can't even do that unless they're premiums, or some of those $20 figures can't even do that. He's got thigh cuts, and he's got hinge and swivel at the boot, so he can bend his knee and then swivel it all around 360. And nothing in the ankles, nothing in the waist. He has basically the same joints kind of in the upper body. You can go out, or you can go, all around. The backpack's in the way, but if it wasn't on. And then the hinge and swivel at the elbows. You can bend his elbows 90 degrees and swivel them around. And that's it. But actually, that's part of the reason why I was originally told that these had vintage collection or Marvel Legend type articulation. And at first glance, I kind of look at it, but then when you take them out, there's no hinge and swivel at the feet don't go up and down or tilt rockers. If you have that, you can pose these things in any position you want. They got clearly they got the movement there. They can kick all the way up. They can do the full splits. But then if you're going to do all that, you might as well give them waist articulation so they can, so they're not just posed with their arms and feet going one way and their body not going the other way. They also don't have any articulation in the wrist, so you can't pop the hands off or interchangeable hands or move it, up or down for like a gun holding hand or side to side. I don't even know what you need side to side. Maybe to double grip a sword, but yeah. So for these guys, between the price point between $2 and $7, just whatever characters you like, just go ahead and grab them while you can. If you go to Target, get them $2.39. There's the hole in the back. They even got soft good capes, so all of them had these holes in the back. This big old peg. And I didn't actually show his claws. I don't think I've put these on before. There we go. So that looks pretty cool. And here's the other one. They're a little bit flexy, a little rubbery, flexible, the little pegs, so be careful you don't break it or anything. Looks like Batman's leg is twisted around. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Something doesn't look right. Oh, there we go. Alright, there we go. That looks better. Yeah, it wasn't, the lines weren't. Anyway, there we go. And they stand up pretty good because they got really big feet. And I've also got, which I'll do in the next review, I got Selena Kyle Catwoman. I already got them open. And there's that glow-in-the-dark gun I was talking about. And let's see if I can get it to glow. Well, it's glowing, but it's hard to see because I'm not holding it directly to the light. But anyway, I'll review those in the next review. I'll be doing a lot of reviews because I've already picked up like almost the whole wave of the new ones, all except for one. And I'll see you guys on the next review. Hit the thumbs up button, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And there'll be plenty more Spin Master coming up. I do have some Mcfarlane figures, but I normally keep those men on card. I only got a couple of them open, so these guys I'll probably open all of them except for the super rares. I'll eventually open some more, so see you on the next review.